Found myself homeless after like several tragedies in a row. I didn't really know where to turn to. And then I met a caseworker at St. Pat's who said, you're a very eligible candidate and we've got a room for you and you can pretty much move in tomorrow.
I was sleeping behind Clancy's against the wall. I had my swag there. And someone bummed a cigarette off me and they said, oh, you know, have you not heard about St. Pat's? And I'm like, and it was right there, I didn't even know. And they said, oh, I said, no. And they go, oh, you want to go there, it's got everything. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I went there the next day and I had a shower and I had breakfast and then, yeah, I had accommodation. Couldn't believe it. I had a room in Fremantle and I love Fremantle.
Every night, nearly 10,000 people across Western Australia will experience homelessness.
St. Pat's just have it covered. They really listen to the people. They watch, hear, see, and it just seems to just be the one-stop shop. You know what I mean? You can get everything.
You wouldn't think that it's so easy for you to become homeless, or to become just so lost. But if you remember that, and then you remember the guy that you stepped over as you were leaving the supermarket and said, no, I've got no change, mate. How do you know what he's been through? You can start to piece together that he's basically you from a different reality that went through all these different things.
It's actually a paycheck away, you can become homeless. You know, if you don't have that money to pay that rent or pay them bills, boom, things can go. There's that much going on at the moment in the world that, you know, can cause many people to end up on the street.
Over 600,000 Australians are facing rental stress that could see them without a roof over their heads.
Every community should have a St. Pat's. You know, because it brings everyone together. Let's break down the barriers of homelessness. Everyone needs connection. If you don't have connection, then you know you're isolated, and isolation is not good for anyone.
Steering people that are going through that to places like St. Pat's is definitely the answer.
This August, St. Pat's received $22 million in donations, which will allow them to begin construction on life-changing new facilities.
I think that's what we're trying to do with the new centre is make it more of a expo or a pathway to these different things. You might need dental or you might need a haircut, but you also might need someone to talk to about a tragedy that's just occurred in your life. And we're trying to build a place where that flows from the front door to the back door and back through again, and a nice chat and a coffee on the way.
This development is going to be a game changer. You know, they've really done the research. Checked other states, what works, what hasn't worked. They haven't just gone, we're going to build this building. You know, the community need to jump on board. Everyone needs to jump on board. Open your eyes. Homelessness ain't going to go away.
We all hope this can lead to more success stories like Jaron and Brett.
I've always wanted to work, like many people who have had trauma, I want to work in that kind of field, that want to help people, want to give it back. I'm a lived experience peer navigator. I get to help my mob. I like to think that hopefully I'm a beacon of hope for people, and that people can see that I've drank in the park with them. You know, I was on the AOD with them in the park. And they say, Brett, you know, you've changed. I'm like, I'm still the same Brett, but I get to help people, you know? And that's pretty special for me, you know?
Because I get to be myself, I don't feel afraid. I'm in a community at my workplace where I literally am here to be myself. And that is amazing. And somehow through that, I met a beautiful woman. We had a child during COVID, and then through having employment, both of us worked hard, saved every penny. We were so frugal. It felt like a game of musical chairs, but somehow we won and we landed a home and have brought it together. And we now have a house for my baby, and that's an amazing feeling. Yeah, it's a miracle.